United States has gone into Venezuela, taken the leader that the United States sees as an illegitimate leader, as a dictator, as someone who did not really win that election, right? Have taken that man and his wife out of the country. South Africa has really been loud and proud against things that the United States has been doing, right? We know that they've let the United Nations know that there needed to be an urgent meeting. The meeting has taken place. It might be ongoing. Let me just say this about South Africa. I don't wish anything bad upon them. I'm just going to state some facts and what's been in the news. They have been double dipping in a way that President Donald Trump doesn't like it. They've been friendly with Russia, China. They're in BRICS. They support Palestine. They've taken Israel to the international court. They want to do exercises with Iran. South Africa is a sovereign country. They can do what they want to do, right? However, I do believe that if they're doing things not in line with the United States, there's no reason for the United States to give them any type of aid, no USA aid, no PEPFAR, no grants for research. What's that? AGOAs? AGOA, the African Growth and Opportunity Act, right? That's an act that the United States provided eligible sub-Saharan African countries duty-free access to the U.S. market. Over 1,800 products. This was to aim to, help their economy, AGOA. And it expired, that program. It has not been renewed. It expired in 2025. It has not been renewed. But if the Trump administration renews it, I'm sure they're not going to include South Africa. South Africa is a sovereign nation. I'm just pointing out things that they're doing that's not in line with the United States. So the United States, President Trump and Marco Rubio and that team under the Trump administration are very straight up. United States first, and they're not going to do it through a friendly, soft aid way. You're with the United States or you're not. Let's get into it. What's up, ladies and gents? By now, the masses of you out there that watch any form of news knows that the United States has gone into Venezuela, has apprehended Nicolas Maduro and his wife. They are here in the United States. They've pled not guilty to the charges. Let me tell you what the charges are. By the way, social nurse here, thank you for stopping by. Let me tell you what the charges are. Maduro has been charged with multiple crimes: narco-terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, possessive of machine guns and destructive devices, conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices. The United States has said that this man, Nicolas Maduro, is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. So the United States does not consider itself apprehending a president of another nation. The United States has not recognized Maduro as the legitimate leader of Venezuela. So I just read off the charges. We know that the United States started striking boats or whatever they were, vessels, boats from Venezuela, stating that the ships or boats, I think they were more like boats, were part of a cartel. After that, I knew, and many of you knew, that there was just a matter of time before Maduro was contacted up front and personal by U.S. forces. I mean, there's a man wanted reward for this man. And that reward did not start with the Trump administration. The Biden administration increased the reward offered for information leading to the arrest or conviction of Nicolas Maduro. The United States initially offered $15 million. Biden increased it to $25 million. And then the reward was increased to 50 million. So just in case some of you all do not think that the United States Democratic Party leadership wanted Maduro, it is true that even the Biden administration wanted to arrest Maduro, right? Now that that's out the way, people are talking about the oil that the United States wants the oil. Well, I would not doubt if the United States, our country, would not want some of that oil. Yes, I would not doubt that at all. Resources are always a great thing for the United States to have. Wouldn't doubt it. But besides the charges, and again, this man wanted under Democratic administration Biden and the Trump administration, Republican. We've got to understand that China and Russia getting really close with Maduro. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, Russia signed an agreement with Venezuela. In October of 2025, Vladimir Putin signed the federal law on the ratification of the treaty between the Russian Federation and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela on strategic partnership and cooperation. Russia and Venezuela has an agreement, strategic partnership and cooperation. Wait a minute. Actually, it was signed in May of 2025. May of 2025. May of 2025. You know, the facts are that, of course, the United States wants to remain a superpower and leader of the world. Of course. Of course. And Russia, according to Marco Rubio, and China are too close for comfort in reference to the United States and Venezuela. They are too close. They are here in the Western Hemisphere, although South America, too close for comfort. So there's several things going on here. Several things. You can pick and choose which one you disagree with. But the United States under President Trump has said that out front that it is America first. Not only that, but Maduro has aligned with Palestine. So what I'm doing is just giving some information that's out there in the media. You can research. You can research yourself. So it's not just the oil, although I think that oil is important to our country, the United States. But I really do think that the American intelligence has identified activity, not just the signing of cooperation and agreement between Russia and Venezuela, but actual activity in Venezuela concerning Chinese and Russia that the United States feels uncomfortable with. Because we can't pretend like Russia and China aren't powerful military-wise. I think Russia could be spreading itself a little thin. I don't know. But even with spreading themselves thin, because they've been with this Ukrainian conflict for a while, I think that alone is a concern. Now, I don't advocate for violence. I am not advocating for bullying anyone. I wish there was peace. There's havoc globally. But all these things are important. I don't know what's going to become of the situation concerning the emergency urgent UN meeting that Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa called. There has been a meeting, and many of the countries agree with each other that what the United States did is inappropriate. I'm sure the United States is going to start explaining why the United States says it's not inappropriate. First of all, the United States has veto power in the United States nations. The United States has the veto power to say we don't care. I'm just reporting. And the United States cannot be taken to the ICC, International Court, that Cyril Ramaphosa made accusations against Israel concerning Gaza. It appears, from my understanding, that South Africa aligns itself with Palestine. They have been aligning themselves with Russia and China, doing business with them. They recently said that they're going to run exercises with Iran. They've now taken up the lead to pursue a United Nations situation against the United States. Cyril Ramaphosa and South Africa is doing a lot. And I think the relationship kind of is over with concerning the countries, at least under the Trump administration. We know that the Trump administration did not attend the G20. South Africa is not invited to the G20 that will be occurring 2026 this year in the United States, right? So it's a big mess. We'll have to continue to watch. Social nerves.